Do you ever tell yourself that you're terrible at sticking to goals? You set an intention to go to the gym more, to meditate every day, to get time out for yourself so you can journal, and it doesn't happen. I only ask because I told myself that story about who I am for years. My name's Streb. I'm a career coach and executive coach, and I'm an achiever. I'm one of those people who loves to check things off a to-do list, a little type A. I love setting goals and that satisfying feeling of accomplishing what I set out to do. But for years, I was operating that story that I was a bad goal setter. I even told myself I lacked discipline to stick with my intentions. So for me, it was a revelation when I realized that there was nothing wrong with me. It was the way that I had been taught to set goals. And goals in a corporate environment are so often pass-fail, right? You hit the target or you don't. And hopefully you talk about why or why not. You get the support you need to do better. But there's definitely a pass-fail culture that we can start to internalize as women leaders. When I learned a new way of setting goals that was not about pleasing others or performing, that was not based on the subconscious belief that there was something wrong in me that needed to be fixed. There was a skill that needed to be developed. There was a behavior that needed to be improved. When I started setting goals from the inside out, that's when I found true fulfillment in my work. I learned about a tool called the Desire Map, and it's a new feminine goal setting system where you take time to drop in and think about how you want to feel, and using that framework to then set goals and to measure, is pursuing this goal going to make me feel more satisfied, more fulfilled? That is when you get a clear sense of your yes and no. That is when you become an empowered decision maker. That is when you have the self-compassion if a goal doesn't turn out well, or if you reach the goal and it doesn't feel right. Then you have this process to evaluate, why didn't this work for me? What was it about the situation or my changing needs that make this no longer the right goal for me? As a coach, I want to support other women to be able to set goals that respond to what they most need in their lives right then. A goal-setting framework that changes with who they are and their priorities in life in different phases of their career and their life. In 5 weeks, I'm starting a career development program for women called The Gathering. And in it, we'll look at this new strategy for setting goals, because I think it's such an important foundation for how we plan what role we want next, how we navigate work-life balance, work-life integration for ourselves, and how we can give ourselves permission to have different priorities than we did 5 years ago or 6 months ago, because that's a natural part of the rhythm of life. For members of my program, The Gathering, I'm also throwing in a bonus, and it's free admission to a day-long intensive where we'll build on this Desire Map skill set that we've already learned in the small group setting, but we'll take a whole day to dive deep to help women get clear on their core desired feelings and the goals that make sense for this next phase of their lives. If this sounds like something you'd like to explore further, you can get more information about the program and about the Desire Map on my website, laurenstreb.com, and I'll also include a link below this video.